All right, hey guys, Josh and Chris here tonight. We're doing a Zoom interview and with Unplugged Games. You guys want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, you want to go first for me?
You go ahead.
Kind of like you guys, started off with brothers. Me and my one of my brothers, which is now turned into four of us, who always been involved with trading card games. I actually started off with Yu-Gi-Oh, and then Pokemon, and then Magic's had my heart for the past 10, 11 years. So it was about 3, 4 years ago when we first started discussing the idea. I mean, we were both working full-time jobs, and the idea of, hey, a card business seemed a little far-fetched. So we gave it a little time, thought about it, worked some things out, and we kind of skewed our view away from a card business and into something that could help those who are already in the card business, specifically local game shops and those who wanted to help cater and service to the gaming community. So I'm actually the CEO of Unplugged Games, and this is my wife, Delana.
Hi. I'm also the sales and social media marketing manager at the Greenville Convention Center. So I'm just kind of helping out with the whole process.
Okay,
Awesome.
nice, nice. Well, Greenville Convention Center is really nice. It's a big area. They got a lot of great room in there to set up something like this. And we kind of stumbled across the show through our friends, the Casual Nerd here in New Bern, and that's when I contacted you. But I think it's just a really great idea to bring these shops in and let people see, that there are all these available shops. And so, how many is this going to be the first Unplugged show you've ever done, or is this? Or have you done other ones?
Yes, so this is the first one that we'll have hosted. And we vended at a few to try to get a general idea, to see how people set up, to see what the ratio was of the current shows as far as sports compared to gaming vendors, trading card game vendors. And we really wanted to just market trading card games. And even outside of just trading card games, but anyone who has any value toward the trading card game community, as far as artists, crafters, collectors, because gaming goes so far beyond just sitting and playing cards. There's so many more aspects to the game. There's so much more value to come in, not only with supplies, but also you get hooked on to certain characters, certain play styles of a game, and then you have people who create merchandise and art and who sell collectible pieces revolving around those things that gamers have fallen in love with through the game.
Right, right. Merchandise, merchandise, merchandise. It's the way to go. It sells. People love it, and they like to represent what they like. We see that so much through all the conventions and stuff we go to. Huge, like especially like with the Pokemon and the Magic and all that stuff. So I think it's a really great idea. We're super excited that we're going to be part of it and come in there and check it out and hopefully get some great video of it as well. We'll have a pretty good walkthrough video there. Hopefully, when we get done, we usually try to get a really good one. So tell us a little bit about the day of the show. I know it's June 25th. That's on a Sunday, and it starts. What time can people get there and things like that?
So for anyone vending or providing any kind of service for the event, setup time is 9, possibly earlier if needed. And then for anyone who is coming out to just in the show, enjoy the time spent with the collectors, with the vendors, with other players. Admissions at 10. And we have a bunch of great giveaways for anybody who just comes out to play. And admissions, we're also giving away a goodie bag, and vendors, they'll have their own marketing pieces in there as well. And we're going to do all that we can to really cater to the local game shops, to the vendors who are coming out, whether they're just individual sellers representing a beer company. And we really want to cater to the people who are coming out and willing to spend their day with us. And so we're going to have casual tables for any game that people want to come in and play, board games, trading card games, what have you. We want to offer a bunch of free stuff just for them spending the day with us and getting to know the gaming community around Greenville. And that's one of our goals, is to be able to take this event to city and get people involved with other communities outside of just their own small circle.
Right. And also remember, you have a charity going on for that. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so I definitely wanted to put that in its own category. It's something that really hit home with us as far as the story and the family. So back in, well, actually, do you want to?
Yeah, so
Yes.
back in February of this year, unfortunately, there was a very tragic accident that occurred that left 5 children and young adults without their parent. And I can't imagine what that was like for them. There isn't much we can do to help with the pain that they're feeling, but we can at least show them that we've got their back and they're not doing this all alone. We are doing hourly raffles at the event. We'll be announcing all of the raffle prizes soon, but all of the proceeds from the raffles, as well as any donations that are made at the door, are going to go straight to the small family to help them out with their bills and living expenses, and just try to help them through this hard time.
Absolutely. That is a great cause. And I remember hearing that story, and it's such a tragic event, but I think it's beautiful when the community reaches out and pours in their love and just helps out. So I think that's great, and I love that you're doing that.
And there's a lot of, with us in the comic community and in the gaming community, there's a lot of negative press. So seeing the community come together and do something positive like this is always good for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you've been a part of the gaming community, you see it not as an outsider looking in. For me, my whole life, starting from middle school, of starting out just with Yu-Gi-Oh! And we used to go to Books A Million in Rocky Mount and sit on the floor and play with all these people that we didn't know, because we had to share, love for a card game. And growing up, we grew up in a broken home. And so for me, a great escape and a great outlet, and being able to have a sense of community with other people, that was probably one of the greatest impacts on Unplugged Games out of anything. Just the gaming community, for people who have longed for those sort of relationships and longed for that sort of belonging, and knowing how inclusive and how welcoming the community has always been, whether it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or Magic, the local game stores that were always there, providing the space and opportunity to escape this everyday grind and whatever was going on, whether it be personal or anything to do with any sort of family involvement or work. Being able to have that table with, or floor, speaking of Books A Million, of being able to get together with these other people and enjoy your time, and not have to focus so much on all the things that are constantly on your shoulders every day. And so for Unplugged Games, even the name Unplugged Games, we wanted to represent being able to just unplug and enjoy time with those around you, and just even the literal sense of unplugging the TV, unplugging the laptop, unplugging whatever sort of electronic device that you could be hooked on, and just, man, enjoying just being in the moment. And whether it's slinging spells, or whether it's rolling dice, whether it's opening up a comic book, just whatever you can share and whatever you can hold value with other people around you in the community.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we do Casual Nerd. We go and there's a board game night every Thursday night, and there's something about sitting around a table with a bunch of people and just playing games, and the camaraderie and the getting to know people, and it's just something you can't get with your face buried in like a phone or a tablet or something. I've been to a ton of concerts here in the past couple of years. And the crazy thing is, when I'm there, I'm taking in the whole show, but I look around me and everyone is doing this with their phones. I'm like, put your phone down and look at the real people. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. We had board game karaoke a couple weeks ago. We were singing to the music in the board game shop while we were playing.
That's awesome. And I'm excited to have the Casual Nerd aboard. For them to be a brand new shop. And I've reached out to a few others that are brand new, some that are moving in actually this upcoming month, which they won't be able to be a part of it because of all the hustle and bustle of that. But I'm super excited to get them on board very early on. Really good people. And we're actually going there this weekend to meet them, and we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, they are awesome. Courtney and Josh are great. They were really cool. We did our video. We recorded their shop for them and everything, and got it up as a video. And they just were so welcoming, and they're doing a good thing. I mean, because we needed somewhere. We were playing board games downtown New Bern for a while in a drugstore.
A coffee shop.
It was a coffee shop,
yeah,
/ apothecary, and they stopped staying open late, so we didn't have anywhere to go play board games.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
so
when you
that's
don't have a Post a Million, you got to find somewhere.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And the back's not full of people playing Pokemon anymore. So, yeah.
I think they do that on Sundays now. Yeah, there's a bunch. If you go in there on Sunday afternoon, there's a bunch of little kids playing Pokemon,
which is great. So kind of tell us, give us like a ballpark idea about how many vendors you've got for the show and things like that.
So how many would you say?
So I believe at this point we have at least 18 vendors, and they're coming in every day. Each vendor has multiple tables, so there's going to be plenty of product to look through. So though it may sound like a lower number, we're getting really filled up here, so it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting on a handful that have shown interest, but just haven't confirmed, and we're still getting those data. So the total in the end, I'd say somewhere between 20 to 25 total vendors, and it's definitely going to be pretty tight as far as table space. We want to try to put the casual playing tables in the middle and fit the vendor tables around. But we'll see how it goes. We're excited. There's definitely plenty of room, and I think the layout's definitely gonna cater to our needs. And shout out to the convention center. They've been really helpful, really great about everything.
Good.
Good. Yeah, it always works out, and you'll find the vendors are very much, they like each other a lot. So usually it's like a whole family type thing, and they get along so well. I know we did a show in Jacksonville at the mall with a sports card and collectible guy. He told me he had one guy that had what, like 6 tables worth of Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was crazy how many Pokemon cards this guy had, but so yeah, you say this many vendors, but what you don't realize, this vendor has like 6 tables, so it adds up quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think right now it's at like 60 tables, even though it's only 18 vendors. So
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a full space.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
be a full. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We really thank you guys for coming up here, and I don't even think we introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm Chris, and
I'm
this is
Josh. Yep.
And well, there is one other brother. He actually lives in Rocky Mount, so he'll zoom in every once in a while with us. But he has a 6-year-old that keeps him pretty busy. So
Wow.
he stays running with him. He will sometimes show up when we're at a Greenville show because it's a little bit closer for him to get to. But we are excited.
Yes.
We're thankful that we were able to find out about this and get to be a part of it. We love board games.
Yes.
I mean, we play them all the time. I mean, we have stacks and stacks at our house, and my daughter's boyfriend is real big into Dungeons and Dragons, and he was doing Magic for a while. He's kind of got out of it, but I'm sure he may show up that day too because he's big into that stuff too. So
That's awesome. And we love board games. We get together with family or have people over. Our favorite thing to do is take out a board game and play. My favorite board game is probably Ascension. I've got a bunch of expansions. But we love, usually it's Dominion, Ascension. We played a game of Things, and other oddball, party board games. Usually whatever somebody brings out, we'll give it a try.
And he has 6 siblings. It's a big family, so there's like 20 of us around a table playing together.
Nice.
we always go on our family vacations together in July, and all of us will bring board games. So usually 2 or 3 nights out of the week, wherever we are, we've got board games spread out playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, we're super excited. And thank you guys for coming on. I mean, we're really excited. We look forward to coming up really soon, actually the 25th from 10 to 5 that day at the Greenville Convention Center. I want to make sure everybody knows what time it is. Yep. And the admission on that, what is the admission? Is it, again, I don't think I asked. $5. Okay. All right. Okay, just so people know.
You'll almost get, if you're coming to play, and you just sit down and play, even if you don't buy anything from any of the vendors, you're going to get, a lot more than $5 back in return between giveaways. And we really do that because of what we put in as far as to cater to everyone who goes there. We like to take into consideration the events that we've gone to and not been vendors, and the difference of being provided a bag, of just being able to put stuff in that you do buy, and then just being able to be given something just for showing up, just for being there, a way of thanking anybody that wants to be involved, especially for the small family, because to me it's one thing to donate and to do raffles and kind of monetary funding. It's another thing to see the support as far as looking at how many bodies are there and show up and really come together as a community that we are, to represent really who has their back while they're going through what they're going through. And I think the gaming community does such a great job at taking care of each other. And that's what I want to show. With every event that we do, we plan on designating it to a certain cause or even to a certain family, close to whatever city that we're putting on the event. And for us, that's the highlight, you know, of being able to take care of other people using the community that we're in.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I think it's great. We are looking forward to it. I'm sure all the other vendors are looking forward to it. And we're going to spread the word as much as possible here in the New Bern area and get it out on the channel and make sure that people know to show up and come pay $5 and you'll get more than $5 back in giveaways and things like that. So definitely worth it. So yeah, definitely get down there. We really enjoyed this tonight. Thank you so much for doing it. And we will see you guys in about 2 weeks or so.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. And we are so glad to have you guys aboard. Like we've watched your videos. The first one I saw was the Goldsboro event. And I was like, man, like it would be nice to have them there. They seem to be super busy though, and I don't want to, you know, pry into, you know, all that they have going on. So when you reached out to us, we were super psyched. Not only just to have you guys there because of the presence that you have, but to have another big member who's always doing shows and events and who's always there representing the community that we love, to be able to come out to the event that we're putting on and put that same love and support in, it means a ton.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Really
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah. Like we said, we enjoy gaming, so we're looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out there, and hopefully, you know, while we're there, we'll get to get out there and play some games with people too.
Oh yeah, I would love that. You're welcome to bring board games, sit them on the casual tables for people to play. I plan on bringing some so people can play. It's going to be a lot of fun. More than anything, it's going to be a bunch of fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much. And we will see you in about 2 weeks.
Sounds
Bye,
good. Thank you
guys.
guys.
Take care.